The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Why nothing this guy can't do?
The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
They always got one of these big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, high schools.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
On the play. 2nd down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts him.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. With jet sweep pass. Across the 45. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Release to the back. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Reinbold. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff. And obviously, that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. And when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. To throw, it's Reinbold. They're working that left side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive...
And the ball is intercepted. Bust through behind his pad. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the play...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tap that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Love. That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. Early in the first quarter, they've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
Hit as he throws. Quickly complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama! And the extra point makes it 14-3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 14, USC 3.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made fitting with those threads.
This is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniforms, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Reinbold. Dances away from the heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never enough.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Up and.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Finds his back in the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a runner.
Well, the linebacker's showing him to read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using his feet to buy time. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Plays are going to break down. That never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that 1st down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There's nowhere for that guy to go.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love these because that 2nd is really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot. A shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hand and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the gift, the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, with some information you gather, maybe for the next time you can run it up.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one did not work.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that. They've just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, making life easier on this kicker is so important.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reinbold. He makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball down anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
3rd down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now?
And he's running in the open. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's going to pass. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this time.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall on the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. In that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Wants to throw. It's locked. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them...
Unleashes one deep. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return will be brought down.
And the Alabama offense will take over.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's locked. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man coverage, most people are taught inside coverage, so that out route's there. You can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got behind those pads and picked up the 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy, get him the football in space, and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he can go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Looks as if the Tide will run it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air, it's Reinbold. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Perez. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. And about the oath. Here comes that Alabama offense. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the run that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short. Who knows what they're going to do?
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
The score, Alabama, 35. USC 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Reinbold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And the Trojans have it for the 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tight.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Trojans are flying down the field. Going up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
2nd down.
Looking to throw it again. Extending the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works. It's working now, but it might be too little too late. But at least you got the party started.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. And it's sucked out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Going downfield for the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a touchdown tie. And And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team here.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Reinbold. Going over the top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way downfield as well. After all those housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to pass on second down. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to attack. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute for them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to pick up the first. Alabama will get the first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Now on first down from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, keep up the run, make it a short little game, no harm, no foul.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver
pocket, man, you got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
16.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reinbold. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Steps away to find some room. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide in the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. We're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This time he's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
In the red zone.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
325. Check.
The aerial assault continues. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Makes the quick grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right?